Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I am Ryan Yanishadis, and it's time to focus. And today we're focusing on the Chicago Blackhawks as they've kind of finished their first week of the NHL season. Of course, they're on the road. Their home opener is tonight at the Madhouse against the San Jose Sharks. But let's recap at least the first three games. We're recording this before the finale of their road trip in Calgary. But let's take a look at how the weekend went for the Chicago Blackhawks. It opened up last Tuesday. Of course, we had the preview, and they lost to the Utah Hockey Club. So I guess the Blackhawks will always be a trivia question. Who was the first team the Utah hockey team beat? Well, it was the Blackhawks 5-2. Then in game 2 Friday, 1 minute left in the game, ladies and gentlemen, and the Blackhawks had a 1-0 lead. 1-man advantage for Winnipeg. Winnipeg's able to get the tying goal and then get the win in overtime. Blackhawks do get their first point, but unfortunately that was it. They lose in overtime 2-1. Then Saturday night in Edmonton, and it was a strong game from pillar to post, if you want to say, for the Blackhawks. They come out, they played aggressive, they were able to win it 5-2. A nice slap shot. God, the puck speed off the slap shots by Connor Bedard, and the Blackhawks win 5-2. So after the first three games, they are 1-1-1, and with one game remaining, of course, this past Tuesday. We'll have a recap of that coming up next week. But overall, I think 1-1-1, 3 points. I think that's big. I mean, remember the Blackhawks a couple of years ago were losing 10 games in a row to start the season. So I think you see the positive in each one of those three games. You see, I mean, they built up from, okay, you lose when it just didn't look right. It didn't play well against Utah, to the game against Winnipeg where you're so close to winning. And then they tie it, but then they do go into overtime, so they get a point, to a game where they get the full 2 points. So I think that's big. So 1-1-1 for the Blackhawks is good to start the first week. Now let's preview the second week for the Chicago Blackhawks. One more game, of course, this past Tuesday in Calgary. Love the late night editions, and of course, being in the Western Conference. Being in the Western Conference and being in the Midwest, you get a lot of late games, but that one, and then the Blackhawks home tonight, home opener at the United Center, 7:30 start against the San Jose Sharks. Then they'll be home against Buffalo Saturday night. I'll be at that one, probably my one Blackhawk game a year, get it out of the way early before the weather gets bad, and that'll be home against Buffalo. They'll be home for two more after that. The following Tuesday against Vancouver, and then the Friday the 25th against Nashville. So a 4-game homestand for the Blackhawks after a 4-game road trip. So and then they're back on a long 5-game road trip. So that's back and forth, getting all these big trips out of the way. So the Blackhawks are 1-1-1, plus a game again at Calgary, and then San Jose, Buffalo, Vancouver, Nashville at the Madhouse. Hope to see you guys there Saturday night. Excited. I didn't go last year to the Madhouse. Excited to go this year and get a chance to see Connor Bedard and just the energy of the United Center and the Blackhawks. So that is all that as well. So should be a fun weekend to be able to see some Blackhawk hockey, so that should be great. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network Facebook, you can go to the Facebook page as well. We have Facebook, but also the YouTube page every Monday through Friday, a focus at 3:12 Central. We cover all things Chicago sports and the playoffs as well. We just covered the MLB playoffs yesterday. We have Northwestern, 2 games. The Bears are on a bye, so what are we going to do on Sunday? I'm going to the Pumpkin Farm, but neither here nor there. So the Blackhawks, so we'll have another Blackhawk focus next week, and depending on how the AL and NLCS go, the schedule might change of what's what. So everyone, have a great rest of your week, but don't forget, comment below, how do you feel about your Blackhawks? And then don't forget to, like I said, subscribe to the YouTube page and like the video. I love reading the comments and everything, good and bad. I mean, we had a fan of the week last week, and he hated me. He wants me to go away. I don't think so. I can't go away. I'm too loved by 5 people. So everyone, have a great rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow to close up the week with the Northwestern Wildcats and focus there. I'm Ryan Yanishadis from the Hello Chicago Network, and we are the focus of Chicago sports. We're at Citizens Bank Ballpark. We're at the home of the 2024 MLB All-Star Game and the defending 2023 World Series champion Texas Rangers. Global Life Field. We're here at the Oakland Coliseum for the final season of Oakland Athletics baseball. We're at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. We're at historic Fenway Park. Ryan was there.